Nothing like a little morning volleyball session, right? Hey guys, DPG here, and I just got off the phone with one of my New York clients, and sometimes I forget what to say, and I feel bad saying it sometimes because I feel like I'm a broken record. But some of these lessons cannot be repeated frequently enough. And the lesson I want to share today is to allow your creative brain, which in most people biologically is the right side of your brain, hence the title of the book, Drawing on the Right Side of Your Brain, because that's where the creative juices flow. And so I was talking to my client who is writing a show, and I encouraged him to remember that he also needs to use the right side of his brain when it comes to pushing forward his agenda, when it comes to reaching out to people in the business, to not let his logical brain, which is very powerful, and I mean in his case it's very powerful. He has a very sharp mind, but he wants to be a creative, and he is a creative, but often actors have this issue with being creative with how they reveal their creativity to people. They get very stuck in modes, right? And what do we tend to do as actors, right? We ask for permission from the people who we think are in charge of our lives and what happens to us. You know, people like casting directors and agents in particular, because that's who we see right in front of us, because that's where we put these people. But they actually aren't right in front of us, right? I mean, like when you get up in the morning, do you see a casting director? Do you see an agent? No. Do you see anybody in the business? No. So why do we put these people, these casting directors and these agents in front of us? Well, you know, somebody along the line told us that's what we're supposed to do. And being good little boys and girls, we do what we're supposed to do for the most part. And you know, sometimes we think that people that don't do what we think they're supposed to do because we were told that's what we were supposed to do, we think those people, you know, there's something wrong with them. They're mavericks, they're troublemakers, etc. But honestly, if you aren't prepared to do that, nothing is going to happen in your life. Like, you're not going to become a professional actor. You actually may book a few professional acting jobs along the way, but if you're not prepared to demonstrate your creativity in all aspects of your life and wait till somebody tells you, whoa, that's a pretty radical idea, it may be a little too radical for our audience. If you don't get to that stage, it's very unlikely you will be a regular working actor type, and even less likely that you will become what you might call a star, someone who is famous, even if it's famous on a small scale. Because whether you're famous on a big scale or famous on a small scale, you'll become famous for exactly who you are, for what people see in you. And that all comes from what you're willing to show them. And you need to show it in all aspects of your life. You cannot just depend on a headshot or a demo reel or a website or a cover letter or a resume to let people see who you are. In fact, that is maybe the one thing someone will look at for a moment to consider whether they want to deal with you on some other level. So even your resume, your headshot, and your cover letters and your websites and all that stuff needs to really reflect who you are, and not some attempt at reflecting what you think people want. Okay, guys? So that's all I have to say is remember to be creative. Use the right side of your brain, whether you are acting, doing the creative stuff, or what you think is the creative stuff, or whether you're doing what we would call, what we think of as the non-creative stuff, but it actually needs to be just as creative as everything else, because it will get you the attention you need, and you need attention, so you better learn to like it. It'll get you the attention, and it'll make it clear to people what it is that makes you different from everyone else. And that, frankly, is the only thing that anybody's going to hire you for, is how your uniqueness suits their project, suits their purpose, whatever it is. Okay, guys, that's it for now. Let me know if you liked this. Click, share, please subscribe. I need to get those subscriber numbers up, because when I do that, YouTube's going to give me a whole lot more ability to bring even better information to you. And check out hackhollywood.com for whatever programs might interest you, not to mention teespring.com/hackhollywood. We just dropped the prices significantly. The default prices were so high, I was like, oh my gosh, no wonder the sales are not as high as I thought they would be. It's because the prices were crazy. So we have dramatically lowered those prices, because I know most actors aren't rolling in dough, at least not yet. So there it is, guys. I hope this was helpful. Let me know what you thought, and I will talk to you soon.